a converted man here. It's amazing how a simple post can generate so much attention and feedback. Yeah, I could spend hours, perhaps days, on a video, crafting it, editing it, meticulously going over it, only to have it get a couple of views. Whereas a video that took me a few minutes to make, that gets hugely popular because it happens to be in the zeitgeist. It happens to be something that people are talking about. You can spend a lot of time on something and nobody cares, and you can spend no time on something and everybody cares. It's crazy. So this simple, jaded statement that I made on a video by Aaron Ra has sparked an interesting conversation that has just led to lots of responses and me responding to those responses. And so, because you guys, girls, and robots may not be aware of it, I wanted to talk about it. My thoughts on it, my reaction to it, my analysis of it. It's hard to analyze myself. I mean, I just made a comment, like sometimes we do. Just said something. And, you just take it or leave it. It's just a comment, It's not meant to be analytical per se. It's not meant to be an argumentation. I'm not forming a syllogism here. I'm not saying that this is, something that you have to care about, but it really kicked off stuff. Why? I don't know. It just did. So, let's check it out. Okay, there he is. Oh, there's the man of the hour. I think that Aaron Ra is Satan. That's my new theory. I'm sticking to it. Anyways, so 4 days ago, let's get in here. Oh, yes. Okay, and all right. So, when you have facts, you do not need faith. I think everybody hopefully would agree with this. Perhaps. No. And when you have faith, you don't care about facts. Now, to analyze my own statement, it is somewhat of a sweeping generalization. It is a broad statement. It is an observation, if you will. It's like, it's just a saying, I guess I could rephrase this. When you have faith, the facts don't matter. I could have said it that way, perhaps. Because who cares about the facts? You have faith. You have something else. You don't need the facts. But in my mind, if you don't need something, then, well, you don't really care about it. I mean, maybe you care to some degree. Maybe you care about some facts, but you don't care about the facts revolving around and about the thing that you have faith in, because you couldn't have faith if you had facts about it. The word faith to me means to be accepting of, hoping for, belief in that something will or will not happen without any proof that that's the case, without any test that you could run. Tomorrow's going to be a better day is a statement of faith. You have no idea that tomorrow's going to be any better than today was. Maybe it's going to be the same. Maybe it's going to be worse. Of course, what's better is subjective to you. Like you're going to have better emotions than that day. Now, you have nothing to back that up. But if you knew that tomorrow you were going to see a comedian and you said, I'm going to have more fun tomorrow because I'm going to see that comedian. Now you have some reason to base it on. Now, of course, you could be wrong. The comedian might fail to deliver and you might not find it funny or what have you. But your statement is not entirely based on faith anymore. There's some reason that you have to think that your day tomorrow is going to be more interesting than your day-to-day. But if you just say the thing, and I hope everything will turn out okay, that's what you're saying. You're saying, I have faith, or I want there to be, well, when you say I hope, that's different. But you can say, I know that things are going to get better. It's different than saying, I hope that things will get better, right? I hope is just, I wish, I desire this to be the outcome. Whereas if you say, look, things will get better, you don't know that. It is a statement of reassurance to the other person or to yourself. And it is a statement made wholly on no evidence. So you don't need the facts there. In fact, you couldn't have the facts there because it's in the future. It's unknown, perhaps unknowable. And it doesn't really matter because you're trying to comfort somebody. The movie, The Invention of Lying, with Ricky Gervais, has this really good movie. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out. But has this bit where he has learned to lie. He's the only human that can lie. And his mom is about to die, and she's really scared. So he decides to lie to her. He tells her, death isn't what you think. It's not just an empty void. You're going to have this wonderful place. You're going to be fine. You're going to be running around. You're going to meet people you love, and it's going to be great. And so she dies happy and unafraid. The truth didn't matter. The facts did not matter. What mattered was the emotional comfort of the person that he desperately, deeply loved, because she had cared for him and given him her love and attention and helped him to become the man he is. So the facts didn't matter in that case. So I think that within various contexts, this statement that I have made is true. But it wouldn't be the internet if everyone just agreed and got along, would it? So let us go deeper, shall we? Where's my thing? Why does it put it down? There it goes. Okay. That's not entirely accurate. Many that have faith know a lot, but simply don't let go of faith in contradiction to the last few facts. Okay, correct. Which means what? In regards to the facts in totality, they don't actually care about the facts surrounding that faith, do they? Otherwise, they would not have that faith. So, yes, they care about a lot of facts, but they don't care about all of the facts, which is one way to view my sentence, my statement, and is the way that I would view it. But, you want to be nitpicky, be like, well, but they care about some facts. Yeah, but they don't care about all the facts, which is what I think my statement is saying. All right. Uh-oh. And so it begins. Somebody has rebutted him. Uh-oh. Not quite. Can you show a case where someone has faith in God and has facts to support their belief? What facts do they have? Okay, so that's kind of a different question, because he's saying, well, people have faith, but they don't let go of the few facts that they would negate the faith, right? They want some nuance in my statement, but my statement is still true. So the negation doesn't really hold. So now we're on a kind of a different topic, a different question. It's related. It could be seen as a red herring to some degree, but here we go. Maybe in a certain portion of the cases, but when people of faith say they know the facts and agree with those facts, they also turn around and say those facts don't mean anything to them because they must keep the faith, or they don't care about the facts because God is real. Yes, exactly. All right. Limited light's just getting slammed here. Why hang on if you care about facts? Right, exactly. Making my statement correct. Dalai Lama would disagree. Don't ask me. I left faith. So see, now he's responding to one of the responses. He's like, "Yeah, everyone's coming at. What did I? No, look, I'm just trying to have more nuance. What have I done? I've opened the Pandora's box. Run away." Then how do you know what you said is correct? The OP stands. The OP stands. Original post stands. Because faith is without evidence. If you have evidence, you don't need faith. Right? Exactly. That's it. That's what I'm saying. It's Dalai Lama? You mean the man has achieved his position as a result of superstitious search among children born after previous Dalai Lama passed away, following the smoke from the incarnation of the body, where he put in names in an urn, randomly picking a winner? The smoke leads to too many possibilities. That guy has facts to support his religious beliefs. Please enlighten us. What fact? I'm gonna copy ace this now. What facts could you possibly have that could prove the Bible false? Uh-oh, we've completely gone a different way now. What facts could I have to prove the Bible false? Where to begin? But let's correct you, first of all, although we've gone down this red herring of a rabbit hole. It's your burden to show that it's true. It's not my burden to disprove it. Oh, well, anyways, back to this guy. Don't twist my words. I'm not going into a 3-way or 100-way conversation of things I've not said. Read my other 2 comments here. It should be enough. Everybody's going after me. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. The fact that nothing in the Bible is true or based on fact, no matter how much you lie and whine about it. Well, that's not entirely correct. There is a couple of things in the Bible that happen to be true. There are a handful of kings and cities in the Bible that actually did exist. Pontius Pilate was a real person. John the Baptist was probably, more than likely, a real person, unless there's text that says John the Baptist did something miraculous. I don't know. But putting him in the place and time where he happened to be able to baptize Jesus is highly dubiously questionable. So he probably, although he's a real person, he probably wasn't there to do that. But he's famous, so we'll put him in the story because it's cool. It's just like Pontius Pilate. He's famous. He's well known. So we'll add him to the story. It'd be like, hey, I'm going to put Donald Trump in my story, because it grounds it to some degree in the world that we're familiar with. I'm going to put New York in my story. In fact, I'm going to base my entire story in New York. And my character, who happens to dress kind of like a spider that swings around on a web that he's made, is in this story. So there's a lot of fantastical elements in this story, but there's also a couple of real elements as well. But yeah, there's pretty much nothing else that's true. So yeah, but anyways, you see, therein lies the rub. For the believer, faith is all they have and all they need. I love listening to the God debate as well as the debates like to God, where religion, whatever else. I'm not totally convinced of anything really, but if I end up fully believing, I don't think I'll need to debate my belief, as I know my faith and nothing else. Right, exactly. You wouldn't need to debate it anymore because you wouldn't care about the facts. It's although I enjoy listening to conversations from RRAs and Burt Ehrmans of the world, but it doesn't really matter to believers. Those believers set out to prove scientifically, quote unquote, in God and or the religion are fighting a losing battle. It's impossible. And it's not just impossible for a non-believer to point out the ignorance in the believer in an attempt to, again, prove something. Well, yeah, I mean, if God is a non-scientific thing, then we can't prove God scientifically. And I've pointed this out many times before. In fact, I have a video that I did a long time ago. Smart Kid Dumb Arguments, where this kid makes it, he graduated school super early. He's like a prodigy. He's going to college like at, whatever age he was, something crazy like 12 or, 14, some 10 or whatever, something crazy. And it's like, I'm going to prove God scientifically. And I'm like, great. Then it won't be your God. It won't be the God of the religion you believe in now. You just happen to be a Catholic. So it's like, yeah, if you do that, if you are successful in proving God, you'll have disproven the version of God that you currently believe in. Are you joking? pretty much everything that comes after the in the beginning. Hang on, Limited. Poor Limited. Yeah, you disagree with the original comment. Well, he kind of did. He wanted some nuance. I think that's fair to say. The poster of said comment presents an argument why your disagreement is justified. Then you pull a, don't ask me, I'm not the one making an argument. When you made the argument, don't go against the original comment if you don't want to defend your claim. Especially when theists are in desperate need. The desperate need for your comment as it helps their faith. He just wanted some nuance. This poor guy, I feel for him. I do. But that doesn't mean I'm going to be on his side, even though I know that what he's asking for, because I should, I'm part of this insanity. Okay. The only other comment I see is, don't ask me, I left my faith. That doesn't explain what you meant when you implied those who have faith can also have facts to support their belief. Well, see, now he didn't imply that. You implied that he implied that. See, all he said was people care about facts that also have faith, which I agree with. Yes, there are people that know a lot of facts and they care about those facts, but they don't care about all the facts, which I guess is something I could have written my thing to say. I could have said, or should have, perhaps you might want to argue, said they don't care about all the facts. But I thought that was implied in my original statement. This is, of course, natural language, and so everybody's going to interpret it a slightly different way, and fair enough. So that Limited Light had said, this isn't nuanced enough for me. And yeah, I understand that, and I kind of agree. It's not that nuanced, not meant to be super mega nuanced. I mean, it's just, but I think it's broadly true. I think that it's mostly true, it's like, so, you needed a couple words maybe to make it more obvious that it's nuanced, or more adhering to reality. Say something like, people that, if you have faith, when you have the facts, you don't need faith. Nobody is disagreeing with that so far as I can tell. Which defines what the word faith means in the context of the sentence, by the way. And then you don't care about the facts because, well, if you actually cared about all the facts, then you would discard faith. So it's implicit, I think. But whatever. Anyways, learn to read more of the conversation. Non-existent Yahweh. Why can't my fellow atheists be smart? Now you've done it. Now you've just turned everybody against you, man. What are you doing, man? Don't go. Oh, you shot yourself in the foot there. Only read one or two comments. Add, you think you know what's being said? Give me a break, my wits end. How the non-existent Hades is original post argument. It's a claim. So I said, in response to the guy that was asking about the Bible thing, lots of them. But what facts do you have to prove that any parts other than a handful of locations and maybe a few people maybe are true? But for one, we have no Adam and Eve, no Exodus, no worldwide flood, no Noah / Moses. Anyway, so then I have to, poor Limited. I kind of feel bad that I added to the fire. Many that have faith know a lot. Not relevant to what I posted. Don't let go of faith in contradiction of last few facts, and thus they don't care about facts. So I'm just saying, I'm right. Like, I can understand your side, but still, Anyways, did Joshua actually stop the rotation of the earth and make the sun stand still? Going against the guy that asked about the Bible. Did some other guy actually make the earth rotate backwards for a bit? Made the sun goes backwards as the sun dial? Blah, blah, blah. Plenty of PhDs in STEM areas that have not let go of faith the way you and I have. Right, exactly. Because they don't care about all the facts. And see, the word all was missing. So I'll grant that, as an olive branch. Maybe I'll post that after I'm done with this video. And say, look, everyone, we can stop now, okay? I've analyzed this, and Limited Light's like technically kind of right in asking for more nuance. So I should have said and don't care about all the facts. There you go. There. Everybody's happy now, right? We can all get along and never debate about anything ever again, right? Can we do that, everybody? Sure. Also vote for Trump. And I'm going to put that as a post. I am. I'm going to do it. You can't talk me out of it. Hold on. Let me pause for a moment while I look at chat and see if I'm missing anything interesting over in chat. Let's see. Not with the ITC geology guy watching. Facts don't matter tenfold. Okay. And then he said it twice. It was so important. Tomorrow is going to be pants. I don't need to have faith about it. It's just facts. What? Every other statement except for this one is false. The deconverted man is a nerd. Oh man, there's some major deep presuppositional thinking going into that one, because if every statement is false except for the one that says that is the true nature of reality, then how do we indeed know about the true nature of reality? In fact, how do we know anything about anything anymore, since all statements are now false? So if the statement that I make, that statement is true, then is false, then that statement has to be false, rendering into a paradox that would rip asunder the time-space continuum. You didn't think about that, did you, web expert? Checkmate. Anyways, back to this. Yes, I'm reading all the comments. Why? I don't know. That's what I'm doing today. Therefore, very relevant to your blanket incomplete statement. Yeah, okay. Guess you missed the part about the last few. No, I didn't. Cognitive dissonance. It's a thing. Read Leading Minds, Gardner and Atlaskin, for example. I don't need... I know what you're talking about. Again, cognitive dissonance. It's a thing, right? I know that. I know. Do you know what STEM is? Deconverted man. Learn the difference between a claim and an argument. Stop being like a theist. Oh, God. You could go debate Sean McDowell. Sure, I can. I don't know how I would. Please tell me how I would set about that debate. Quit fracking around with fellow atheists. No. I'm going to frack around with whoever I want to frack around with. Cognitive dissonance is a thing. Hey, smart deconverted man. Guess where some of us heard about the documentary hypothesis? From a freaking pastor in 1987. Checkmate, deconverted man. Okay, but he still didn't care about all the facts, did he? Because he still was a pastor. So he still had faith. So he didn't let go of faith in regards to his faith, which is what I'm talking about. And the only thing that I'm talking about is in regards to faith. If I don't make this sentence even more nuanced, in regards to faith, they don't care about those facts. Okay? It's just, it's not that difficult of a thing. I understand the desire for more nuance, but oh well, whatever. Anyways. Disagreeing is different from saying the statement is incomplete. Say sweeping generalization is a thing. True, I agree. Those that have faith can support their beliefs. What's wrong with your reading comprehension, bro? Sweeping generalizations. It's a thing. Yes, we stop saying it's a thing. Sweeping generalizations is a thing. Yes, we know. Please stop. No, stop saying the same thing to people. Oh my God. Yes, and I know you aren't completely disagreeing. That is why I agree with you. That said, you should still explain more, as I don't think the poster or the comment understood you. No, I did, but you know, I'm just, you know, I'm just doing stuff. I don't know. That's because the UP needs to up his game. All right, I'm doing it now, making a live video about it. Geology, archaeology, genetics, physics, cosmology, even freaking, wow, I can't pronounce that word to save my life. Dendrock, whatever. All disproves the, what is that word? Dendrochronology. Dating trees. Okay. All right. All disproves the Bible. Now stop making your ignorance of literally all the science, everybody else's problems. LOL. Converted man here. People are whining about my post, which clearly asks for examples to show me that it's possible to have faith in God while it's also showing facts that support said belief. I don't think that it's possible. Prove me wrong. Do you have any examples? If not, then I'm kind of right, aren't I? Yes. Yes. Right. Exactly. You are kind of right. I think you had a typo, meant to write can't support. I did not say those who have faith cannot support their faith belief they have, but they can support it, but they can only support it with more faith, as far as I've seen. In regards to faith, of course, it's going to depend upon what we're talking about, but in regards to faith, you can't show that it's true, because the moment that you did, it wouldn't be faith anymore. You couldn't have facts about the situation, because then you wouldn't have faith anymore, because that's how the word faith is being outlined in my sentence. Now maybe you view faith in a different way than I do, and fair enough, but for now, sticking with the assumption that you and I agree upon what the word faith means is without any facts. So I have faith that they will, everybody that read this wrote in the comments will watch this video. I could have faith about that. The moment that that I see that everybody that had a comment in that thread has indeed watched this video, that somehow they all post here, I see all their names, or the names there, I check the accounts, make sure they're not like some bot account, or like one letter is slightly different, like it's an O and it's a 0 or whatever, and I verified that. Now my faith is gone. It has been replaced by a fact. So if I could verify that the thing that I am saying could be true is now verified, then I don't have faith anymore. So if God, whatever that is, appeared to the world all at once, spoke every language, and explained itself in such a way that we couldn't misunderstand it, then we would truly have ample evidence of God. Now, yes, at that moment, we're still going to ask questions. We're going to want to do some tests. We're going to want to run, some science. We're going to want to do things. But if that God was willing and able to pass every test that we ran, then at some point we're going to be like, yeah, it's God. Or if it's not God, it's close enough to God. Maybe it's a being that is something that we would call God, and that's good enough. That's as close as we're going to get. Maybe it's like Q from Star Trek, where it has all these powers, and it's distinguishably you can't differentiate it between this non-God and an actual God, because it looks and appears like God to us. And maybe I have my private doubts, but there's no reason. It's like, well, sure, if it's God, then that's good enough for me. Okay, it looks like God, seems like God, it does all the things that we thought God might do, so that qualifies at that point, right? But we wouldn't have faith in God anymore, because we'd have ample evidence of God. Now, of course, what would happen in that scenario is the people that believe in a God that doesn't align with that God are going to come up with all sorts of reasons why it's not really God. So they're going to have to create new beliefs to justify their disbelief of the new reality that we all can experience. And so they'll wind up making up a religion that is about that God not being the real God, because the real God is testing them or something like that, to see if they would give in to this false God. In fact, the Christians have revelations, which many think that the first God to show up is going to be a fake God. It's going to be somebody that walks around the mortal realm and is able to do miraculous things, and it's going to fool the world. It's going to trick the world into thinking that it is God, but it's not God. It's a certain either Satan itself or servant of Satan or a demon with lots of power or some, devil, whatever it is, it's the Antichrist. It is the pretender to the throne, And so, but the people in the know that know that story will not fall for that trick. Whereas the people that aren't aware of that story might fall for the trick, and the people that know about the story but think that the story is bullshit might fall for the trick as well. So you would have the Christians definitely say that's not the real God, even if it was the real God, because if the real God happens to be a different God from the God that they believe in, then people are going to justify all sorts of reasons not to believe in it. Kind of a sidetrack of what we're talking about, but anyways. In their mind, they have plenty of support for their God belief. It's just not fact-based. Correct. It's based on fallacious claims. I was talking about faith versus facts. I'll be happy to be proven wrong. If you or others complain about my post, can provide an example of facts that support a God belief. Right, exactly. I agree there, JGM0JGM. Yes. Okay. Then back to hammering down the guy that asked for things that disprove the Bible. The fact that Adam never existed, proved by genetics. The fact the world never flooded, proved by geology and archaeology. The fact that Moses never existed and Exodus never happened, proved by historically and archaeologists. Should I go on? But note that guy never came back. I don't think he never responded to any of these. Start with the lack of any facts and show it to be true. What? Well, it is, but I never made one of my fellow ape. Huh? What? I'm just smiling at the deconverted man part. If they hold on, back to going at limited light a bit, who I'm going to offer an olive branch at the end of this. If they hold on to faith, they really do not care about facts in full, do they? Else they would let go of the faith. Admit you're wrong. It's not that hard. See, I'm smiling. I'm being nice. I feel a little bit bad. And then to this guy, I'm on the side of logic. Anyone can make a bad argument. It's simple to correct it when you're shown to be wrong. It may surprise to also learn there was never any foot race between a tortoise and a hare that actually took place either. Also, you realize that anime fails are intended to be seen as real either, right? I don't know what has anything to do with anything that's being said thus far, but okay. No, that's not how it works. Faith describes a gradient. Oh yes, we must redefine faith. Redefine faith. Redefine faith. It describes the amount of degree and confidence a person has. You know what would be a good word to use instead of faith then? Confidence! And degree of directly proportionate to the confidence in the evidence and read on what the hell is that? I know I misspell words all the time. What is it? Reasoning? Must be reasoning. Available for said idea or belief. Whilst you guys are describing a distinctly separate thing, having a significant degree of confidence in belief or idea without any evidence or reason to do so is designated as blind faith. Right. That's what I am saying faith is in my opening statement. And I made that clear by pitting it against faith or facts. My brain is hurting now. Distinguished as distinctly. The moniker blind reference lacks the evidence or reason, hence blind faith. You guys are ignoring or obscuring the critical distinction of the word faith. No, well, kind of, I guess, maybe. I don't know. But, I mean, it's clear, I think, again, my original post, speaks for itself, But here we are analyzing it because it's the internet, I guess. I don't know. All right, more replies. Yes, love this video. Thanks, Mr. Ron. Yes, I consider faith to be blind. You don't need the word faith if you mean confidence because you have the word confidence. Red herrings and personal insults will not resolve your issue. Please try again when you have logic. Indeed, logic is part of my STEM field, a very major part of it. You made a sweeping generalization. Own up to it. Conversation done. I mean, kind of, but it's still true. It's not really a sweeping generalization, is it? I mean, I guess, like I said, if I add a word, they don't care about all the facts. Then I wonder if this go away. But I'll hold that olive branch to Professor Sargent as well while I'm at it. Facts can be misinterpreted, so it's possible for someone who does not believe in God is generally certain they've interpreted certain things correctly. Yes, but then the thing that you are talking about is no longer a fact. If you misinterpret it, then you hold a belief in something that is not true. Oh, do you feel personally insulted? No. By something I said? Nope. Not any. Well, that was never my intent. As a Canadian, I may be inclined to apologize for that, but I'm not sure what I'd be even apologizing for. You don't need to apologize for anything. It's fine. Because I wasn't aware that I made any personal insults. But you did, but okay, whatever. Or any red herrings for that matter. Maybe you could help me out. Let me know what exactly is to hurt your feelings. It's just you attack. I don't even remember now, but I think you attacked the person and not. I'm not sure. I'd have to go back in the thread. I don't feel like doing that. I'm analyzing this whole thing. Damn it. Well, I guess I should go back if I'm analyzing this whole thing. Damn it. Plus, you piqued my curiosity about what you think my issue is that I need to solve. Doing this, what you're doing now, this is the issue. Stop it. You're nitpicking. Cut it out. Let it go, man. It's not that important. That's the issue. I wasn't aware either, let alone I'm supposed to be trying to solve it. Maybe you could help me figure out what it is as well, eh? Alright, so when did he did the ad hominem? Is this the same guy that doesn't know what okay, so Greg, when did he do that? Red hair. Oh. Here. This is where, Greg. This is where you did the attack on me, okay? This is an insult. Alright? This is, hey, you nitwit. There was never this event, you idiot, you moron. You know, there was never a foot race between the Taurus and the hare. Ha 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 ha. That's an insult. That's an attack on me. Okay? That's nothing to do with the topic. It's nothing to do with the argument. It's nothing to do with anything. That's a thing, a slam about me that has nothing to do with anything. That is a red herring. That is an ad hominem. You'll also realize that animated films tend to be seen as real either, right? None of this has anything to do with what we're talking about. It is simply attack upon me, and that's what I'm talking about, Greg. Your issue is doing that right there. I don't know why you did that. It has nothing to do with anything that's going on, but you did it. So don't do that. That's your issue there. That's what you're doing. Bad logic. Stop. There you go. Hope you understand now. Congratulations. The Dalai Lama appointed you as his spokesperson. I know. I conceded as much. But if something is misinterpreted, then it's not an actual fact that supports a God belief, correct? So the OP still stands. I'm saying OP, OP, OP. I mean, how do you guys want to pronounce it? OP, I guess. That's the, but OP, still stands, right? Thank you. I'm glad that you agree with me. So I want someone to give me an example of an actual fact that supports the God faith belief. Might not be possible. I've never seen it. Uh-oh! The problem atheists have is they unnecessarily overcomplicate it. No, I don't think so, actually. I think that reality is complicated, and we're just, that's the way it is. Faith? I don't need no stinking faith, my Raku says. But yeah, no, I don't. I think that it is complicated. So we're just pointing that out. It's not that we're unnecessarily overcomplicating it. God is simply the existence of love. Aww, isn't that nice? Hey, man, I haven't had my girl self, twin cousin, identical twin cousin, who's a girl, Heather. She hasn't been on in ages. She argues for the existence of the goddess Venus, using the argument love exists, God is love, therefore God exists. Right, Heather? Heather? Like, oh my god, you know what I mean? Like, oh my god, I've been in, like, I want to be in a video. Like, can I be in this video? No. Oh, like, well, screw you then, deconverted man. Whatever. Anyways, I'm gonna be in the next video. Oh god. Exactly, it's goddess. Okay, like, whatever. Okay, can you please? Like, no, I want to talk more. No, please. Like, oh my god, he believes in love too. Like, he believes in the goddess Venus. Like, oh my god, he's proven my point. Like, the goddess Venus exists. Boy, stop. Everybody believes love exists. Oh my god, that means they prove that Venus is God, the goddess. Stop. Stop. Just stop. Okay, Heather, please, no more. Nobody will watch this if we keep going. Like, oh my god, Dan, you're so like up and up. Like, why can't you just like agree with everybody and be like, it's okay, like I was wrong, whatever, and be like, it's all good, you know? Like, why do you gotta make everything into like a debate? And like, hey Heather, over there is a Orange Julius. What? Like, oh my god, where? Over there, way over there. Keep going. Yeah, like over here. Yeah, way over there. There's an Orange Julius. Keep going. Eventually you'll find one. Anyways, back to the video. Or rather, back to the comments. Anyways, simple, but infinite power and expression. What? That's not simple then. To ignore the reality of that is not only unfortunate, it's shameful. Oh. This is a fact as well. What is? Many of the truths we cling to greatly depend upon our own point of view. Best thinking line ever written, in my opinion. Separating truth from fact. They're one and the same. Where truth is perceived but not necessarily proven, where fact is proven and empirical. No, then it's not true. See, what's true is what's real. Aaron Ra himself has said something like that, you know. To which truth, though, one can deny the fact per their own perception, which is exactly why religions across the world, even the same religions, have vastly different ideals and practices, which means they don't have the truth, because the truth would coalesce into a single agreement, not various different views, meaning it's not true, because truth is what real is, okay? Truth and facts, not the same thing. Wrong. They are, in my view, at any rate. Whatever. Convincing a known fact to someone that believes their own truth, which directly goes against the fact, is a feat indeed. There is no own truth. There is just what is true, what is real in the real world. I hate this, your truth, my truth, I'm going to speak my truth nonsense. No. What is true equals what's real. Why do we have different words? Because we have different words for things, and then that makes complicated of. Words are hard. Anyways, what motivates these things? Quite simple. It's fear that motivates these truths on many different levels. So then they're not true. They're based on emotion. This is so silly. God is simply existence of love. Everyone believes love exists. Here, let me have a go at it. God's simply existence of feces. Everybody believes feces exist. Playing word games and defining God into existence is a lazy way to trying to prove God exists. It fails. Correct. Russell. Quote, I should like to say two things. One intellectual and one moral. The intellectual thing I'd like to say is this. When you're studying any matter, considering any philosophy, or ask yourself only what are the facts and what is the truth the facts bear out. Right, there you go. The problem is you assert without proof because you believe it. Can you show these things are fact? I interviewed a theist, had a pretty good one. By good, I mean it will have you rolling on floor, laughing your ass off, smiley face. See, desperately trying to get people to watch my videos. I'm such a ass clown. Man, I'm just a shell of myself. I just shell myself. Sell myself? I don't know what it is. What's it called when you sell yourself? I don't know. I'm not insulted by anything said. Please do not assume to know my mind. I might have done that to you, though, so my bad. Anyways, my statement seems to be mostly true for the most part, and it seems good enough, broadly speaking. See, I'm trying to end the conversation because I don't want to keep going anymore. When do you use faith in your field? Right, everyone aspires, follow, and humble to love in their life. Haha, not feces. Haha. Nice deflection though. 20 points for you. You didn't get what he was doing though. So, true. Everyone has proof love exists, and everyone aspires to follow humble love in their life, including you. Good point. That's good because you brought that up. I did. When did I do that? I don't remember doing that. The problem theists have is the unnecessarily overcomplicated. We already have a word for love. It's called love. Atheists generally use the word love when talking about love. So simple. You and I both know you're being extremely dishonest. You're making an intellectually honest theist, whom I have far more respect than you, look bad. If you can't stop breaking the commandment against beating false witness for me, then do it for them. Right. Here's the problem with what you just said. The word God is essential because you express love in two ways. We don't only use it, we are humble to it in life. Atheists use love. You just don't value love. You feel you are above it. I'm copying this. This is great. This is great. This is going on a demotivational poster. You feel you are above it when we're actually humble to it. Oh, such deep words. Notepad. Yeah, so let's save that for a demotivational poster. If not, then atheists will just use love when it's convenient and dispose of it when it becomes inconvenient. That's the worst thing an atheist thing a person can do. You personally don't even bring up the term love until I forced you to. I love this comment. The truth of that can still have very different and even contradictory meanings depending on the person. No. Truth does not equal facts. It sure does, in my view, but we're disagreeing about what the word truth means now. Oh, we've gone there, everybody. We're in the realm of we don't know what the word true means anymore. How did we get here? What happened? Why? Anyways, all right. Facts do not bear out the and in many cases the facts do not bear the burnt of truth. What? Then what? Because people's point of view was exactly what is stated in the video. Huh? As far as morals go, we're not talking about morals. Let's please not. No. Morals are determined by each individual. Correct. Therefore, what I say is still stands. Let's prove it to me otherwise. That's not how things work. The facts equals what can be shown. If you can't show it, you don't know it. That's, I think, Aaron Ross' statements. No, it's not my burden to show you're wrong. If that's what you're asking, it was yours to show you're right. Learn logic. I know, I'm being snidey now. The point was not people to aspire to. I could have used anything to replace love in your argument. The result has been exactly the same. I didn't deflect anything. I simply showed your argument was fallacious. It's called a reductio ad absurdum. Replacing God with love and then claiming everyone accepts love exists, therefore God exists is logical and childish. Right. It's yes. Semantic games do not prove God exists. I accept that love exists, and love is an important component of human experience. Also, I'd say love is an emotion that happens in the brain. So if you want to say that that God is equal to love, then God is an emotion that happens in the brain, which makes God not exist anywhere except for the brain. So, yeah, I still don't have any evidence that God exists because love is not God. It's a feeling. Instead of trying to lord it over me by belittling, giving me points to try to understand what's being said. Instead, he might learn something. And if you pry appropriately, I might also learn something. This is the goal of discussing, trying to learn more and increase knowledge. That gets a thumbs up. All right, belittling? I just let atheists know what believers follow. And it affects atheists because what believers follows is also what atheists cherish, relate to, and believe exists. We all do. That's the whole point. I don't name call or put people down. But have you read the atheist comments here cursing and putting down believers? You mean in this thread? There what that didn't happen, but you mean in totality? Probably has happened. I just say what believers follow and have fun with it. You gotta have fun with it. When the harsh reality is atheists here publicly tell people love is unimportant. When did that happen? I gave you points because I felt you avoid the importance of love. Very edgy and creative. I said love is what we aspire to follow, not just aspire to. Big difference. Thanks for bringing that up. Downvote. Deconverted man. I logically deduce the facts and truth are not always synonymous. Well, did you? I mean, the thing is, we get into definitional debate. Nobody's going to win that. So let's just table that because we're not going to get anywhere. But I think they are. But whatever, your refute only strengthened my position and my point. So you believe your point is even more right, even though you're not right. Okay, cool. Unless you could give me a different example as to why I'm wrong. Yes, words don't work like that. That's the example. Do I really need to open different dictionaries and show you that truth and facts can be synonymous? Do we need to go to ChatGPT? I mean, what do we need to do to resolve this? Because it's just a mere abstraction of words and language is weird and flexible. And so we're dealing with natural language. And so if we're going to do that, we're going to go down this rabbit hole of trying to prove that one thing means the other thing rather than just accept the points of the other person, then we're not going to go anywhere. But we can do that if you really want to. Not that you're necessarily listening to this video now, and I'm talking really fast. So my word. By the way, I did use logic. Not really. You've done exactly what Christians do. No, I haven't. You've inserted your own truth into what you thought is correct. But if you're correct in that truth is just our own view of things and not what is real, then what true is not really real because what you said isn't necessarily actually true. So what the hell does truth mean then? Then try to get me to believe in the fallacy, which actually ended up prove my point. Logic? Maybe you should try it yourself. Oh, it's on now. It's war now, Bill Williams 7285. It's war. Also, you edited that post. How dare you? I don't know. Deconverted man. Maybe. That would depend entirely upon what you're talking about when you refer to my issue. What exactly is my issue? You're an asshole. That was the only other point you made in your comment. We'd need to know what point it is before I'd be able to determine statements fact, mostly true, broadly speaking. You're an asshole. There you go. That's your issue. You're an asshole now. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I'm just attacking his person. I'm not attacking the statements or the idea. But it's okay when I do it. Okay, it's okay when I insult the person. But if you're gonna be this pedantic, whatever, you're gonna be this like, come on, just stop. Come on, just let it, dude, stop. Okay, that's your issue is that you did this thing that I already pointed out before, and you're just being a jerk about it. Okay, and I don't even know why you're being a jerk about it, but just stop. All right, there you go. The issue is you're being a nitwit. There you go. I don't know. What do you want me to say to respond to this? Whatever. Yes, I'd be able to determine if your statement is in fact mostly true, broadly speaking. What does one thing have to do with the other? This is just weird at this point. Like, we're so deep into trying to be right here that like we're using every tactic that we can. It's so weird. And I'm in it. I'm doing it too. I'm doing the wrong thing too. Why? How does this happen? Your own truth, LOL. I love people that change definitions to prove their points. Yeah, exactly. What do you guys and girls and robots in the chat think truth is? Maybe that should be the next roundtable I try to get going here, because we did one on the meaning of life that I hope was interesting and enlightening and fascinating to listen to. So maybe what is truth, like, versus fact. We could pull up dictionaries and encyclopedias or whatever. We could just talk it over ourselves, combination thereof. I don't know if it'd be interesting. Let me know if you want to do that. I don't know. Anyways, back to the thing. Not that, by the way, not that that would resolve anything, because you can't really assign how words should be used or viewed. You can't do that. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You could say, this is the word, this is what it means, and be like, yeah, that's nice. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to go along. So, but it'd be interesting to talk about at any rate. The truth is what I tell you it is. Yes, of course. Okay. Would the fact that we're currently unaware of any other explanation for it is even possible be one? It's not inclusive, of course, but certainly would favor a creator over any other explanation. What the huh? What? No. Not sure I get what you mean. Are you suggesting that the fact that we are not aware of any facts that support the trying to be fast made me speak wrong. Fuck this word. Proposition, there you go, that God exists is a fact that actually favors the claim that creator exists? If so, how's the evidence of absence or vex favor the idea that X is real? I'm not sure anymore. Look, my first statement is correct. That's it. If you want to say it's only broadly correct or fine, whatever, I'm done. Smiley face. I want out. Nope, you didn't. Words don't work like that. Smiley face. Seriously, stop commenting on things. You're only your worst enemy in every comment section I've seen with you in it. Uh-oh. There's some beef between these people. Nope. I'm referring to the fact that agency or design are only possible when we're currently aware of it's ever observed, or the fact that we can demonstrate empirically to be possible. What? I'm referring to the fact that something is missing from your sentences. Agency is the only possibility to explain what exactly, and what has to do with the topic at hand, where the observation that a believer has faith, facts are not necessary. What are you actually talking about? Limited light. Oh no, deconverted man. I was gonna let your goes by, but screw it. You are is abbreviated as your. Oh, okay, limited light. It's on now. It's war. I was gonna offer an olive branch, but this crosses the line. This far and no further. No, I'm still gonna do the olive branch. Facts in full? Who exactly do you think has facts in full? Non-existent Yahweh? No one has all the facts. Gödel's incompleteness theorem? Wait, you probably don't know. Yeah, nice. Let's talk to Shannon Q about cognitive dissonance. Why? Last, again, look at the screen name you chose. What about it? By that, and the argument you make now, there was a time you didn't care about full facts. You're right, there was. You're absolutely right. There was a time I did not care about all the facts. You may get thumbs up, but so far, you're not good at this. Oh, them's fighting words. I don't remember what I said. You do not need to know what the answer is, but to know what the answer is not. Smiley face. I love this. Okay, that's it. We got to the end. We did it. Now, let me do the thing that I said I was going to do. Offer him an olive branch. Olive. Is that how you spell olive? O-L-I-V-E. Olive Garden. Yes, I was correct. Thank you, internet. I knew what I was doing. Olive branch. My first statement could be changed to say, if you have facts, you do not need blind faith. And if you have blind faith, you do not care about about all facts, since some of those facts would negate the blind faith. There. Happy? Vote Trump. Ha 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 ha. Blah. I made a video about this. No, I said I'd offer an olive branch from one other person, and I'm trying desperately to remember. Was it Diamond Words? Help me, chat. Who did I say that I was going to offer an olive branch to that wasn't that guy? Oh, shit. Who was it? Well, I don't remember. Oh, come on, somebody in chat, tell me. Somebody in chat remembers. Who was it? I don't remember. I don't know anymore. Was it Greg? Oh, yeah, I think it might have been Greg. Sure, let's do an olive branch. Olive. God damn it, I can't type anything. Olive Garden. There we go. I should just offer him an entire Olive Garden. Olive Garden to you. Meow, meow. I'm a cow. Smiley face. Sweats. Cow. Yes. And cat. Let's do that. Yeah, orange cat whistling. No, let's do. Come on. Give me a different cat. No, cat. Cat. There we go. Cat face. Milk. Oh, there is no milk. Orange. Yes, orange circle and triangle. Trident. No, triangular flag. Yeah, let's do that. And winky face, and then that, and I'll put this here, and stuff, things. What else? Blaster Master, and yeah. This comment will only make sense if you watch the video I did about this whole thread. And even then, it will not make much sense. But whatever. Anyway, this was a thing. We all did it. We helped someone. Oh my word. Like, oh my god. Deconverted, man. Deconverted, man. Like Goddess Venus is like, oh my god, love. Okay? No, stop. What are you doing, Heather? Stop it. Like, I want to like type stuff. Stop. Give me my keyboard back. Like, no. Like, I'm using it. Now. Stop. No, stop. No. Give me my keyboard. Give me my keyboard back. Stop. Don't post that. No. Shit. Oh, fuck. All right. Anyways, you know what? I don't care anymore. All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope that this was a don't bring me into this. Now, you should respond in that thread. Be like, why did you drag me into this? I'm insane. Did we accomplish anything here? I don't know. Did we learn anything here? No idea. Is it interesting? I hope so. Maybe you got a laugh. Maybe you got a chuckle out of it. It's fun, isn't it? It's weird how we do this. Why do we do this? Why do we debate? Like, just nothing. Like just a like a silly statement that somebody makes. Like, no, we want it to be precise and precisionary, and yeah, I get it. I understand, but at the same time, it's like, it's just a thing. Like, Aaron Ross says this whole thing, like this quote from Abraham Lincoln all the time. You know, like you the facts are what you can show, or whatever. That you know what I'm talking about. I have to look it up. Sorry. And I put a comma there accidentally. Anyway, so hopefully you enjoyed this, whatever this was. Let me know if you did or didn't in the comments. And don't forget to tell me what you think truth is in the comments, because that's a worthwhile discussion, I think, to some extent. Because how we use words is interesting to me. And if you were in the original comment thread, please let me know that you have listened to this, and because right now I just have faith that everybody in that thread will, so I need facts to replace that faith, and I actually care about the facts, so I don't want faith. I just want the facts, whatever they are. Take care. Stay skeptical. Lobsters exist. Truth is a lobster. That is correct. Yes, you are right. And like, oh my god, no, stop, no, get out of here. Like, no, I want to attack Mars. No.